Hi, welcome.
Hey.
I'm just
Hello.
gonna wait for people to hop in.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
No.
Is that the bite of
Okay,
87?
please, please, guys. Hold on a sec. Welcome to session 1 of For the Crystal Empire.
I thought this was Denny's.
I'm gonna freaking stab you soon. Just kidding. Love you. Welcome. So, in this welcome, really,
I'm not on the right map, Nikki.
you messed me up.
I'm not on the right map.
Oh, it's all good. Yes, you are.
Okay. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm looking at a campfire. I'm looking at a room.
Yeah, you're on the right map.
You're on the right map.
You're
You're
on
just zoomed in somewhere else. Silly.
Oh,
Your tokens are not on the map right now. Just please, can I start?
This is going off to a good start.
Yeah,
I'm stalling
thanks,
for M-Sama.
guys.
That's what I was
No
doing. I was just
problem.
stalling for M-Sama.
Shush.
They're gonna be late because they're probably asleep. Hey. Off in the wastelands of the crystal forests, were once full of beautiful trees, now a desert full of shattered glass like crystalline shards. We join our heroes in the city of Anira. Which of these shall be introduced first? I think there's only 5 of you here. Yeah. Three. Okay. Oh, it's a double this time. Okay. Just, sitting inside a sitting in the middle of a forest, area waiting. Alistair, introduce yourself and your character as you sit and pray.
Hello, everybody. I am Radio. I'll be playing Alistair, the fairy paladin. I like long walks in the forest and splitting people in twain. I also really enjoy, other things
Mm-hmm.
that you'll have to stay tuned to find out.
As you are just sitting and waiting among the grove here, sort of zoned out in the moment, you suddenly hear a voice and also a tap of the shoulder of this person. Soul, introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Sol. You might remember me from playing Inchi in the Saturday campaign, Rebellion of the True Air, which is now known as the Scalic Civil War. I will be playing Haseo in this campaign. As Nikki stated, I will be tapping on your shoulder. Alistair,
Yes, how can I help you?
seeing if you're still there, you're blanking out very much lately. Is
There's
everything
a lot
alright?
to consider. Well,
We don't have much time. But we need to go do what we need to do. So I'll be over here, but get ready.
give me a moment and I'll follow.
Wait a minute. Where's Caesar? Caesar.
Within the hood of your kimono, you see a little head peek out of your
Oh, there you are.
sleeve.
That's where you were hiding.
Do you mind giving me like?
Oh, yeah. God damn. Caesar is immediately on my horn, impaled.
You just plop him on there.
I didn't even do
Who does that? You have to hold shift when doing it, or alt, I think. Sorry.
that. Here, try locking him in now.
And Alistair's gonna stand up. Well, time to make the donuts. What time of day is it?
It's like morning turning to noon.
Good morning, guardsman.
Morning, order member.
A fine day.
As you pass by, some of the locals walking around. Seems like a nice busy day today.
Alistair, are you ready?
No, but lead.
Alright then.
What the fuck?
You guys are going to are probably going to go down and to left, heading towards the Empresses.
Good morning, guardsman.
Morning, sir.
I'm drifting.
Upon
I'm
reaching
off
this
path.
area, you see the one of the great crystal trees, which is used to keep this city afloat. The
Guardsman.
grand magic and technology of our people.
Marvelous.
Sir,
Sir. There's no interior.
Nope.
Ah.
Sag.
Okay, we can just climb over it.
it's just a road.
Just climb.
I'm just walking over it with my sky sandals.
Just climb.
This way.
Uh,
Unless you want to go to the noodle shop.
Yup.
are you? Oh, okay. I guess you're hungry.
Okay. Oh boy. You guys are just gonna pick up another one.
Guardsman.
Sirs.
Haseo.
You...
Before we get lunch,
Yes.
never mind. The gods are saying otherwise.
No. Go ahead. Continue. Go ahead. You're not there yet.
Go on.
So I assume we had this conversation while we were walking.
Yeah.
Tell me, what is it like being of? And I'll kind of shrug a little bit. Nobility, at least in this other version of what I'm used to.
I mean, it's hard to describe, I guess. I don't know much about where you've come from beforehand, but I mean, nobility is nobility.
I see. Thank you for humoring me. I assume you want tonkatsu?
Sure.
All right. As you approach, you hear a set of two voices. Well, today's the day, Tirsheal. You'll have to appear before the Queen and finally ask for citizenship and a trial for it. As Soviet, introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Soviet. You are, most of you, if you've been paying attention, already know who I am and how it do. I'm back with another one of these dumb character ideas. And you know what? We'll leave this up to the surprise for the audience. Unsurprising, Tirsheal is another funny salamander.
As always. Satsumi looks at you, not noticing that there's customers behind them yet. Are you ready?
No, but there are people behind you.
Huh? Turns around.
Ahem.
Oh! Welcome. And he bows. What can I interest you in, but you two?
I look at the menu. Already knowing what I want, I still look at the menu.
Desert party.
It's on the menu.
Hey.
What's up? What's on the menu, Nikki?
Hey. There's chicken ramen. There is bit of a sorry, misremembering something.
Radio over here being that guy.
So many things. Hey, there is ramen. There's also so I don't know Japanese names right now. Please.
I like a big bowl
You're-
of rice.
Can you just not do that? No, it's okay. That's on me. Oh, I do have a special today, though. Abyssal chicken, ramen today.
It was very difficult to catch them.
We handle it ourselves.
I lost two
What?
pairs of shoes.
What?
You lost a few more things than that. I will say you're quite sturdy, I will say. Oh, anyways.
Oh.
He goes to one of the pots and gathers some soup in a bowl and hands you soup and some chopsticks.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
for the meme of it, I was going to ask if I could make a luck roll to see if one of them was somehow still alive. When he goes to open the pot.
Ah. Next pot. Hold tea.
Ah, I see.
So, sir, are you in danger? That strange quaddle is currently in area.
Oh, don't mind him. He's, much like the other Aquathos, rescues.
Ah.
How did you procure abyssal chicken?
With difficulty.
Trip to an island.
I would like to go check one of the second pots on a burner towards the back,
Roll me a d20.
and I would like roll you a d20.
Yeah.
Hey, Nikki, how much for these noodles?
I open the pot.
Fuck yeah.
You open the pot, and
Uh-huh.
you see bubbles,
Mm-hmm.
but you notice that the stove isn't like on. It is hot still, but like you see bubbles just starting to accumulate.
I tap the side of the pot with a wooden spoon. Things busted. Boiling without heat.
Something floats up.
Uh-huh.
Chicken.
You didn't chop it up into pieces.
I'll take a bowl of rice as well.
Right away. Gets a bowl of rice for you.
Thank you.
Sushimi, that's what it's called.
How much for all this?
My goodness. Where are my manners? I'm in a good mood. How about this one's for free today?
No.
You-
Good food requires good service. Change. I put a gold on the table.
That's too
Jesus
much.
Christ.
Keep the change.
Eyes widened. What?
Yes.
Looks afraid to take it. Alrighty.
Have you ever heard of a stable economy, Haseo?
Yeah.
Hmm.
God. This
Slowly leans back. Like you can see him leaning backwards and like kind of like getting near Tirsheal. Nobles are strange, aren't they?
I understand it's stable economy, but nobles should be nobles for a reason. They should
So-
give money back to the poor when they can.
That's very demeaning. This person is obviously a noble and proud shop owner. I'm going to put down 5 copper.
Well, it's good food.
I will say Tirsheal is making his way towards the back bit of the stall where there is a door, and you see him grab what looks like just like a very long wooden walking stick. He's not currently wearing the clothes that his token art displays, but he taps the staff on the ground, and with that activates prestidigitation, to which his clothing appears as he had it changed to look like mundane work clothes.
Your employee is leaving.
Clocking out
Oh.
already, I see.
Yes. They were there to see the Empress for citizenship
Wonderful.
trials.
They can come with us then.
Oh,
Yes,
wonderful.
we're on our way there. Another traveling companion.
Enjoy yourselves.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I've
Maybe-
already eaten a bowl of rice, and I'm waiting for the soup.
Oh,
Where did he go?
where did who go?
Oh no!
You
Where's-
see, you see him looking around in confusion. Nippers, where did you go?
Oh no.
You hear a bonk under the table that you're sitting at, Haseo, and then
Yeah.
you hear the sounds of scratching and scurrying, and something crawls out from underneath you and crawls over to Tirsheal.
Oh, what
Nippers,
is that?
We've talked
Nah.
about this. You're not supposed to sleep
He
under
has
the
a whole
tables.
loaf of bread in his mouth.
Where did you get that? There isn't a bakery here.
Wait a minute.
Wait,
Who did?
wait, get that back! Give that back!
Well, so big.
I would like
Ah.
to.
I don't know if I can clean that.
Okay, Haseo paid for it.
You could
Where
hear
did you
like the sound of like attempt swallowing.
I tap Nippers with the staff. Spit it out. Back to Nippers.
What a strange pet.
Spits it on the ground. Yeah, very strange. Hey, I was eating that.
Nippers, you
Oh, it's
don't
a familiar.
eat merchandise.
What? It was food, labeled food.
That
My
is-
food. My food.
Where did either of you get bread? There isn't a bakery in this city.
I made it.
Sir, would you like to press charges against this familiar?
No.
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 It's
Alright then.
strangely a regular occurrence. I hope yours doesn't do the same.
No, Caesar is very well trained.
Except when Caesar's not.
True to Kaiser.
You know, I can hear you.
Then you know what I'm referencing, Caesar.
He glares.
That is a very strange rat.
True.
Either way, how much was the
Fair.
bread that this
Hmm?
raptor,
I made it.
this dragon,
Free.
how much did it cost you?
It was free.
You grew the ingredients.
Yes.
How much would you have sold it for?
I wasn't going to.
He made it for himself, Alistair.
I was just trying to be nice.
I appreciate
Either
it.
way,
It'll
thank you
just
for the
take me
meal.
some more time.
Alright, now I think we've taken up too much time. We need to get going.
Right. Yes. You guys all head off towards the...
everybody's in a rush.
Sunrise here. Okay. Nice.
Kids.
Right. Yeah, well, you guys are off, heading towards the front entrance. Stop at the door, and I'll get to you guys in a sec.
I'm gonna hand the rest of my rice to the guard. Enjoy, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. He sits it down next to himself. Okay.
Man, 3 for 1.
Okay.
3
Nice.
for 1, that's great.
King. Ah, right. Now I know. All right. Med King, introduce yourself and your character.
Yeah, alright. Hi, I'm the Mad King, and I am going to be playing a draconic sorcerer named Old Whitey. Not much else to say other than that he's senile, old, and about all I really know about him right now. Wait.
This is temporary art, if I remember correctly, and it's
Yeah.
AI generated.
Yeah.
So that's surprisingly good for AI generated. I'm not gonna lie.
That's the thing. Bees does a really good job at messing around with the AI generator.
That's hilarious.
I see my
But,
old lady.
Actually, I will smile. Well, old Whitey, I think it's time, it's been quite a long 50 years, has it not? But unfortunately, I have gotten some things handled, but I found some unfortunate news. I forgot to, register you when you were young. Meaning you're not actually a citizen when you try to get housing and things denied. So, you'll have to go for citizenship, unfortunately. Are your mage skills still good?
He looks down for a second. I have no idea.
Well, you know where the Empress is. Well, you know where the throne room is, yes?
He just nods slowly.
She, you can see, like, her one eye twitching a little bit. I can take you there, Whitey, if you need me to.
That would be lovely.
Oh, I can't believe this happened.
Neither can I.
Hi. This is a bustling, market. I'm actually going to reveal some of the characters here that are around. Actually, I'll use your cane, holds your other hand, and kind of helps you. Stabilizing you a little bit.
I will say this
If
is a
only
fair
we-
warning. I am very far behind, apparently, because I see them still walking over to the castle, and Old Whitey is nowhere to be seen on my screen yet.
Oh, do I have to replace them again?
I think it's just me falling behind internet-wise.
Oh.
I think the game is trying to catch itself up.
Yeah, you're loading.
Which is fine. I can work with this.
He's got
Alright.
desync.
He's got
That's some
desync.
bad desync.
Dementia, more like desync.
That's kind of what I'm gonna just play.
Oh my
this
god, that's
into.
what they're
Fuck it.
that's what they're
This-
suffering from all along. They're just desyncing.
But anyway, I can make this work.
You might have to restart your browser.
This is going to take a while.
As you walk up to this area, and Ashley will bow to the guards. Do you bow with her?
Yeah.
Alright.
A very shaky bow too.
Shaky bow. She will point towards the portal. This is where you'll be able to travel into the lands below and go on your pilgrimage with the others. These are usually only held like when there's at least 6 individuals to go on the pilgrimage together. As you pass by. You won't be alone,
Sorry.
don't worry. And if you need any outside help, I'm here too. I just can't go on this with you, unfortunately. Rules are rules.
Well,
And
that's a shit.
that's a shame. She as you approach the front entrance, see a few others waiting near the entrance with the guards near the entrance. Oh, why are they off to the side?
Hmm.
Sorry. As they take you to the front entrance. And
Strangely faster than usually takes like a fucking millennia to load up.
Wow.
Wow.
okay. Is Emsama here?
They are, but they're muted.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yes, I am
Also,
here.
while you guys were passing the road, you saw the new installed Crystal Guardians recovered from the Twin Cities.
I was gonna say, as the old man and one of the I guess guardswoman approached, Tirsheal would have pulled out his drinking flask and take a sippy.
Little sippy, huh?
Little sippy.
Ashley will raise her eyebrow at you. You remind me of the a quarter that was stayed at the Shiri household. She left recently, unfortunately. Just recently. Oh, really?
Was she the old lady that liked to beat people with the wooden cane thing?
Sometimes. Are the rest of you here for trials?
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful. There's another one steps towards the doorways. Emsum, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, perfect. Alright.
Thank you.
As you arrive outside the door of the Shiri household, with you to greet you on your way out. Thank you for well, off to your trials, Moxie. Thank you for staying with us for the time, but I think it's time for you to earn your place here. I think you do great being here with as a citizen.
I don't know. Yeah, this seems overwhelming, and I don't wanna. But I guess I can try.
I believe in you. What's your talent with your words
You know,
and
it's
magic? I'm sure you do fantastic.
it's stuff like that that makes me not able to say no. Fine, I'll try.
I believe in you. You take care.
I'll try to. Gives a hug.
Hugs back. The other one will say, "Would you like me to escort you there?"
That would be very helpful, thank you.
All right. Can you see your character?
No, I can't see my character.
Oh. Okay. There we go.
Just a little bit.
Sorry.
I've been abducted.
I'm guessing you're loading in then.
No, I've loaded in, I just can't see my character.
Ah, okay. I might have to replace it. Can you see it now?
No. I'll reload the page. You can move my character in the meanwhile.
Okay.
Thank you, Nikki.
I'll just describe what happens as you continue forth. So you walk around the path, you see guardsmen guarding a crystal tree. Merciless bowing at the guards. She's the walking with you.
Moxie would do the same, but while they're walking, should be mumbling to herself.
Is something on your mind, Moxie?
No.
No.
Just I want to stay in character, you know?
I understand. As you
'Cause-
walk forward, you see a large crystalline golem.
Ooh. Fancy.
It looks like it's on a patrol and walking around. Recently showed up after the recovery of the city. And
It
you
looks really
the front
nice.
door. Cheery familiar. Dunlock.
Nods.
Nods. There you are, Moxie. As you all, the guards, check you all up, the one turns back and opens the door. They are in a meeting right now, but you may stumble in. They're talking with a former noble, actually.
Alright.
She'll be
Looks
with you
at
afterwards.
Haseo.
Is it still slow for you?
I just reloaded the page, so
Okay.
give it a moment.
And I just realized something.
We're missing somebody.
Craig?
Nope.
Sorry, I'm here. Sorry about that.
Craig, as these few step in, you halt in front of them. You introduce yourself and your character. Sorry, I was setting things
Alright.
up. The roof wasn't disappearing. And
So
they walk up, almost like walk right up to you and kind of hold them as yeah. Go ahead and introduce your character. Sorry.
Alright, I am going to be playing Oldkin. He is a Durgar of the Deep Core, I believe he said. Albeit, while you can see his face, it is temp art, you actually cannot see his face, as he is entirely entombed within a massive set of dwarvish or dwemer plate armor. And you can see certain parts of it seem to be almost as if they're heated. You can very clearly see like the red glow. Otherwise, you'll probably just see everyone walking up and being like, "Yeesh, they help these days. No good."
What?
Why is the statue talking?
Yeah,
Wait,
it's just a
have
full
you-
plate of armor.
Yep. What? You've
maybe-
never seen enchanted armor before?
Not a warforge.
Good job.
I would hazard a guess at Duragar based off how that armor is.
Decent guess. And you would be?
Haseo, House Peacock.
The
The
way
name's
they,
Ulkin of Clan Demon Claw.
Peacock family.
Or Cleaver, sorry.
okay. The way Haseo presents themselves, they seem to be of noble. Much like a little different than how dwarves portray themselves as nobles, but these ones seem to have warriors within nobility as well.
So, I'm guessing we're here to meet somebody, correct?
Yes, the Empress. But she's currently having a meeting with a former noble that once disbanded. And you hear that conversation. Ariel, why should I believe a traitor such as yourself? Miss, I can continue my work if you need me still. I am still the sole creator of those implants. Sure you know how to create inserts and the inauguration, everything, but you haven't been able to make any new ones. You've been reusing and all that. I can make new ones. I've had plenty. Silence. He will hold himself. He puts his hands behind his back, and you can see him like clenching his fists.
Yeah, I heard the word traitor.
Oh, good. Some people are here, and the order members I asked for are here as well. Step up.
Kneels.
Oaken will not kneel, but he will stand at salute with his hand to his chest.
She will stand off her throne. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for taking some time to come see me. Mario decided to grace us with his presence once again. Claims he can help us after leaving during the Crystal War with the others. It's so dangerous coming here. But if your claim is true, I don't know if it is. Will you
While
hear
kneeling-
his claims and perhaps... I can't get it ready right now, but I will have to get a ship ready in months' time, you two. You can bring whoever, but we need to bring this one back and see if he is truly... If it's true of what he claims, he can make new inaugurations. I'd be pleased and perhaps forgiving, but I need proof. So I'll have you all escort him in about a month's time. Haseo, Alistair, is that all right with you two?
Yes, Empress.
Good. Arrest him.
Haseo immediately puts on his mask.
Okay.
As do I.
And Oaken will kind of just materialize shackles in his hand, using his channel.
I'll let them do the arresting. I am going to first take off my hood to put on my mask. So here you go. You get to see my face.
Alright.
And then I don the blank mask.
Nice.
Right. I mean,
I don't know why there was an aid.
after he's done shackling, he'll stand back, let you guys take care of it.
As soon as he is shackled, put him to the side for a moment. And then I will tell you what is next. Come up, the rest of you. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, let's just bind him to this pillar next to Alistair where he's within striking.
Okay.
Yeah. Put him on this pillar. Yeah, perfect.
As the rest of you approach, thank you all for coming. I heard that you are here for citizenship, as well as Oaken. You're here as a
Bit of an envoy mixed in with a attempt at trade partner.
That sounds good to me. I heard the relations with the Durgar are going well lately. Even a few trades out in the Deadlands themselves. I hope this trial do well for you. And show you what we're like. Traditions and our people. As well as you can have basically a party of individuals to protect you along your travels for trading and things.
He'll nod again and return to his salute.
And citizenship for the rest of you. A trial will you help bring back my empire. I need you to travel towards the cities and towns that are spread in the Deadlands. Some of them have lost contact with, and some of them I have worries about. But if you're capable with these Order members at your side, I think you will do well in these times. Be careful of the crazed bandits that are out there. And I also have a few rumors that I need squashed.
Such as...
Rumors that there are traitors or false order members strolling about in some of the towns, giving you guys a bad name. I need them dealt with. Since I cannot be there, trial's not necessary. They are your own. You deal with them yourself. Your rules. There will be more, but I want you to take care of. And she will actually walk over to you all and take out a map. And she will show the map to you all. And I'm going to move you all to the world map for a sec.
It's Mario! We're jumping into a picture!
Okay. We are here. You guys are gonna land just below it and cross through the mountains to the Mirror Valley. She's gonna point towards the first town, Pinnacle. I want you to go here first. It is the closest town, and it needs some relief aid. We'll be sending you with a cart and some horses to take with. Protect them. We can't give you another if you're out there by yourself. Unless you can contact a little bit. But it'll take us a while to get to you, so be careful. Try not to let your horses die.
Understood.
With you will be rations for yourselves, as well as enough food and necessities for Pinnacle. And with that, there's also a bandit outpost they've been apparently needing taken care of. Oop. Marked here. So,
They will be dealt with.
this is your guys' journey.
Yep.
After that, you can return here or head to the garrison and speak to me from there if you want. And I can give you more tasks from there. And sorry for the switcheroo.
Nikki, your fan is coming through. There it goes.
Nah, it's just her noise suppression bugging out again.
Yeah, my noise suppression breaks. I don't know why. Anyways. Are you, let me know when you're all loaded in.
We're on the main map.
Yeah, you know, it should be over here now.
I'm here.
She holds up the, she will roll up the map, put it into a case, and hold it out.
I guess I'll take the map.
Yoinkers.
You both reach your hand out. The Empress will
Do
look
not
up.
give it to the drunk axolotl.
They're drunk?
Actually, we don't know if I am or not. I took one sip from a flask.
Took a sippy. That's all he did.
They were drinking.
He is most certainly drunk, my Empress. I am sorry for his disheveled
Actually,
appearance.
let me. You know what? I'll make a con save, motherfucker.
No, you're not
Okay,
drunk.
you're good.
You're pretty sober. She just looks somewhere. I don't.
I haven't
Think
even started yet.
Uh,
They're
I'm
nice
gonna
problem.
disregard that remark.
Huh.
Inciting if he's drunk.
He's not drunk.
Sama's also muted, so we can't hear what.
Empress, may I speak for a moment?
Permission granted.
What takes precedent? The rumors of the Order? Or this pilgrimage?
You'll first the pilgrimage, but along the way, you may actually find them. I don't know where, but somewhere in the Mirror Valley, which is quite dangerous. They might be holed up in some cave. But that place is filled with mirages and magical dangers. I would not recommend bringing a mage there.
I see.
You can.
As you said.
Her warning just means you'll be, if you go into that zone, you'll be pertained to wild magic, all casters. Any magic
Tragic.
casted will be you'll have a percentile chance of going wild and your magic not working. But if you try, just be careful. You can bring him to the Order building.
Understood, my Empress.
And you can take these few with you and take them to the teleporter when you are all ready.
Understood.
Dismissed.
Oh. Okay.
Go to the town with your reserves. Help them out. And maybe take out that Order member along the way. Then that bandit camp. We do not want our citizens in danger too long.
Understood. Haseo.
What?
Help. I can't untie them. They're stuck to the pillar. I can't move them. How did you do this?
Whispering awfully loud.
You're the one who tied it.
No, I didn't.
I didn't tie it.
Oh wait,
Dwarf.
hold on. I think I got an idea.
It's the dwarves' chains. Dwarf, can you fix this?
I think.
By the
we
way,
have to
I
wait
look
for-
eerily with my hood up and everything. I look eerily similar to a deep core fairy.
I think we have to wait for God to move them. We can't move them ourselves.
Oh, okay. It's God that has to move them. Empress, can you tell God to move
really
them?
loudly.
There's only one true God.
Okay.
God, can you?
Okay.
Oh yeah, who would be the
Getting a little
crafting god of the Duergar?
Make me an insight roll, Oaken.
Oh, me?
Because
Alright, let's go.
Alistair looks very like the cannibalistic fairy or fairy from the Deep Core. It's hard to tell with their features.
Ooh, oh, almost got a nat 1 there.
It's,
Almost ate shit.
14. Got pretty good insight.
I'd give it to him.
meets it. Certain you notice that their wings that they have on their back are a lot different. They're more like shadows rather than black moth-like wings. Close. It looks certain angles could definitely think they were the other one.
Hmm. You certainly have unfortunate disposition there, kid.
Kid. I whip around. All right,
just-
let's go.
I mean, he kind of looks at you, but remember, you can't see anything on him.
Oh
Stay
no,
in front
come
of
on.
me. I'm trying to move him. Stay in front of me.
Dude, she's just gonna drag both of you. Come on.
Move.
All right,
must
you're lost.
gather
You
your
gotta deal with the
body.
Empress.
All right, we're heading on down.
Yep.
On the road again.
On the road again.
What?
Gather your party
What is
for venturing forth. I can drag you all there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Please do.
please.
Let's see. Can I guess which house is the order house?
The one you came out of.
I didn't come out of no fucking order house.
Hello?
You did.
That was Moxie. Or yeah,
Yeah, I was about to say.
Nikki, you had us come out here.
Yeah, they started in the park.
Oh yeah, you guys started in the park. You guys started next to the order house.
Why are we flying over here? This is like the opposite side of town.
This is the order house.
Oh.
Why do we have him with? Why is this one with us?
Because we're bringing him to the jails, remember?
Oh,
Get in there.
Good,
Welcome, Haseo. Alistair. Oh. Do we have a guest?
time for another sippy.
Greetings, Sanda. No, this is a prisoner.
please wait here, everybody.
Special guest. She starts writing in her log. She puts her quill down. All right. She will aggressively grab him and drag him in.
What's a man gotta do to get that kind of anger?
Sarah, can you take care of this, please? The Katerna will bow, and they will disappear.
See you in a month. Oh, he's gone. I forget she can do that.
See you in a month.
You never get used to it. I
All
mean, I
right.
do.
You think that's impressive?
I'm glad to see some of the members come back. We have reclaimed the library back from the ice fields. Some
That's good.
adventurers decided to help out and clear that land. Help our folk.
Well, that's good to hear.
Perhaps we can gain relations there at some point.
Maybe.
You all take care.
I'm bringing in the rest of them. I would like you to meet the new travelers that we have to take care of.
Shoes.
Just so it's known, I'm just walking on air. They don't have to take my shoes off if I don't touch the ground.
She knows this.
They don't come off.
Old men, please come inside. Make sure you take off your shoes.
Don't track it too far in, please.
I got bad desync again.
Don't worry, Sando. I got this.
Eh,
Cleans floor. Thank you.
just drag me in there, please.
I see requisition orders. Oh. It seems you guys are going on a trip.
Very much so.
Unfortunately,
I am glad. This will be good for both of you. More outside work rather than in the city. And you can go back out there again, Alistair. It's just, I don't know when was the last time you two have left the city.
It has been a while.
I'd like to make a perception check on the general room,
Okay.
if I may.
You may.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut off radio.
it's fine. I'm very much the person that will be quiet when other people need to do things.
I've just gotta look it around the room.
Caesar bites your ankle, Whitey.
Old Whitey can't move his character.
I
You
can't
need to
move my
him.
character again.
Yeah, you gotta move him inside.
I have a bad senile moment right now.
Hey, what's going on over here?
I cast Prestidigitation on him as soon as he walks in.
Alright. Does old Whitey take off his shoes?
Does he have shoes is the question.
Hold
He's
on,
not
give me a
poor.
moment. Here. And I'm gonna extend my arm so that you can hold on to it. Please remove your shoes.
Thank you. You kick off his shoe.
His shoes just go flying across the room.
What is an elder doing?
Good question.
Hey, got my
Citizenship.
citizenship.
A magic hand goes and grabs the shoes and brings them back to Old Whitey.
Thank you, magic floating shoes.
Perception check on.
Oh, there we go.
Right.
Obeyed.
Sorry. I was
So,
just making
with a
it.
14, the back shelves seem to be filled with scrolls and like scroll casings and stuff. And then a few inkwells fill the top shelf, as well as a single bottle of sake.
Hmm.
With that perception check, you will also see a gourd on Haseo's belt, as well as Alistair's belt. They each have different symbols on them. That's almost like your flask, you think.
The forbidden sippy.
The forbidden sippy.
You don't know what it is.
What was the name of the Foxkin?
Katerna.
Katerna.
Oh, her name was Cyril.
Cyril. Okay. Sonata.
Yes.
Perhaps when we return, the four of us would go and grab some tea. And then I'll gesture
Could
towards
use a
where
break.
Carol went. We could all. And I laughed.
She will gently smile.
Don't worry. Haseo will pay.
Wow, volunteering your rich friend, eh?
You will see her whisper a few words and do a few hand signs. Your cart should be ready at the entrance.
Understood.
Thank you. It's always wonderful to know that someone has your back.
Always.
I gingerly smile and then start walking out. Can you stop abducting my camera view?
I should
You can turn that off, by the way.
I turned that off. Every time that someone types, it's just like, I can't move my character.
If you go to the far right, like and symbol, the DnD symbol, configure
game
settings, and there is pretty close to the top, pan to token speaker. Unclick that, save changes.
Hand to oh my god. Thank you.
You saved my life.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Nikki, why
Hey, yo.
can you please lock Caesar to me?
Not till we get to next map because it break.
Actually, can you lock Caesar to me?
No. Stop it.
Hey. So
Yeah, sorry.
I am just gonna transport you guys to the next map.
All right.
What?
Sorry,
No, I think
Oaken,
I abducted it in a
Oaken
different
had
way.
to see the quality in their walls and was disappointed.
They are somewhat sturdy.
Why the fuck you breaking my walls?
Did
There's
I
a
really?
hole in the wall.
Not anymore.
Maybe
I
you
meant
should
it.
ask the Wizard of Oz for a better wall,
Nope.
Tin Man.
And anyway, I repaired it, so you don't need to worry.
All right. As you reach the portal on the other end. I realize how long and far it is. You guys eventually meet the dusty, crystalline sands beneath your feet as you enter an area that looks a lot different than the last time you've been here. For some reason, there is a crater in the middle of a river. I'll be getting your cart in a sec.
Okay.
Looks normal to me.
My God, if there's a meteor in there, I am absolutely grabbing that. None of you can
I
stop.
did nothing wrong, and I will not apologize.
Oh, fuck.
Hey.
I did nothing wrong, and I
Tirsheal.
will not apologize.
Tirsheal, why are you apologizing for no good reason?
I said I'm not apologizing. This is me,
Tirsheal,
the player,
Stop
dumbass.
apologizing.
Is this some kind of game I don't understand?
Tirsheal was drunk again.
Before we continue, shall we introduce ourselves, as we will be traveling for a few moons together? Jesus Christ, that's a small wagon.
Yeah.
Look, I know some of you are fairies and all, but that's a little unproductive.
Man.
You know, I'm 5'4". I'm taller than you.
I'm also 5'4". Let's go, short kings.
Let's go. High five. I can't do the finger thing.
But I'm
It's not letting
probably
me.
like twice or 3 times your weight.
Well, with that
Probably.
armor, you certainly are.
So is there always a gaping pit in the river of blue magma?
Isn't that what rivers are?
I've heard of some of these things before. Or actually, sometimes iron falls from the sky.
No,
there he goes.
apparently something happened a while ago.
Are we supposed to watch over them, Haseo? Or
Make
are we just
me a
comforting them?
history check, because this happened about 6 years ago.
Oh, sweet.
I don't
Bet.
know either.
That was directed towards
Yeah.
Um,
Vulcan just knows about meteorites, and he just
for some
here's-
reason, Haseo, your uncle's executioner, as he was also an enforcer, took his sake bottle and tossed it into the river, making it fucking make a crater.
That's right. Ah, yes.
Last I checked, magma isn't supposed to be blue or sparkly.
That's actually how it's supposed to be. That is Ethereum.
Yo, is it time for stone cutting?
Stone cutting.
Nikki, I'm looking down. About
Yeah.
how far of a drop is this?
Like a 60-foot drop.
Oh, I could tank that.
No, you fucking. If you jump in, we're
Alright.
not helping you out.
No.
That's a death sentence.
Can I attempt to use stone cutting to try and identify whatever this material is?
Oh, that's yeah. Does it just give you
Yeah, I think it's advantage on any like roll.
Oh, okay. Roll me. We're gonna go perception.
All right.
So you can like perception as in you're like in looking at it with your eye and like you're looking at the detail of what it could be.
Wow.
You have
All right.
advantage, don't you?
Oh, I do.
Well, no,
I
that's not how
forgot that.
stone cutting works.
What?
It's if you have to make a history check that involves stone, like work.
Oh, is
Oh,
it
is it
then
history?
history? Ah.
Yeah. Then you have expertise in.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
expertise? Oh,
Yeah.
that's annoying. So it's just what a plus my double my proficiency modifier.
I
So
think
I rolled a 6
Okay, yeah. Then roll
plus Oh yeah, which I think I have negative in. Let me double check that real quick. No, I have 0 in. So that would be. Do we have a +3 right now? +6, so that's a 12. Oh, but I have advantage.
No, you don't have it.
No, it's not advantage. Yeah, that's right. It's just expertise. I don't know why I'm saying that.
It's
So a
just
12.
on the DPM.
I'm looking at this mysterious material and just being like, what in the world?
It's typically based on the DM, whoever, because
Yeah.
I mean you're a deep core dwarf, so
Mhm.
yeah.
It seems to be burnt crystal. Whatever that explosion did, it singed the crystals almost to like an obsidian-like glass.
I could see making a table out of some of this.
You
I wouldn't recommend.
do you do anything to it? Like when
I would certainly like to see if there is a more or a less elevated location to try and get down to it.
I'm gonna fly down.
Oh, the crater does like it's not like a steep drop. It's a curve. So like you can walk down and get close to the where the water level is at now and climb back up, but you would have to make athletics or acrobatics checks to steady yourself because it's going to be craggy.
Is there anybody here with a climber's kit?
No.
All right,
I
then.
can fly.
Yeah, yes, you could fly, but not all of us can fly.
Well, you could tell me what to look for, and I could
Okay.
just.
Do you want to attempt to smash off a piece of the crystal and just bring it on up?
Can I make a check
Sure.
about this crystal first, like a history check or something?
Yeah. Well, the crystal shards, like the sand below you, is hardened. That's what this black stuff is, and also the hardened crystalline rock it made underneath it. So this whole area here is, and on the other side, is that.
But yeah, I like. Actually, wait. Can Caesar make a history check for this?
What the fuck? Your
Hmm?
ferret?
Why?
Caesar, do you know what this is? The points to the crystal.
Mm,
Damn.
not natural. I've never seen it, but it's definitely not good.
Do we want it?
I would suggest not.
I want some.
Oh, I mean, not good for environment. Using it, I don't know, might do something.
I'd like to see if I can take my like small little, I guess like pocket-sized knife and see if I could just
You pull out a
chip
tiny
a chunk.
little like tanto that's like kind of shortened and thin for like letter opening type of thing.
Oh, I gave
like
you
to see
a
it.
hammer and chisel from my
A
smithing
small
kit, by the way.
knife. It's the little mini
little
knife.
pocket knife.
Uh,
I just want to see if I could like take it and maybe a rock and see if I could, I don't know, chip off a small bit of the blackened glass like material.
okay.
Honestly,
Make
don't
me
understand.
a dex roll.
A dex roll.
I honestly don't understand what was going through my uncle's executioner when he did this.
No.
Your knife shatters.
I'm attempting the same thing, but with my sight.
Huh.
You were
Okay,
given actual
make a
tools to do
check.
it by Olkin.
Make a what?
Make an attack roll.
Oh, wait, I handed you tools, by the way.
Guess they won't listen to us.
No, he rolled well.
Is this scythe magical?
Is it? I don't know. No.
I don't think he upgraded.
I'm hitting it with like the butt of the scythe. I'm not hitting it with the blade.
Oh,
Isn't your scythe your order weapon?
Yeah?
Then yes, it is magical.
There we go.
Alright, then yeah, you can hit it with the blade then. Well, probably.
Well, either way, I'm still just like I don't know,
Okay.
hitting it.
Instead of breaking, it smashes. It bounces back at you.
Nope.
That chisel boy. Use that chisel.
It'll break.
I'd like
It
to make
dwarven make. If it breaks, it's on me.
My
That's
scythe
right.
is magical.
Yeah.
I would like to.
You think magic can hold up to good old dwarven craftsmanship?
All right, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Chisel. I think we're gonna need like adamantine to harvest this shit logistically if it is bouncing off a magic item and shattering a knife that I would believe is made of iron or steel.
Well,
No. I am using your chisel on it.
Yep, it's mine.
What's it made out of?
Probably just dwarvish steel.
It's made from the deep core, so more than likely because of his family and what he does. And you're also a forge domain cleric. If you remember.
Yep.
Yeah, their tools are special. And Alistair, you use their tools and you actually start like chipping into it and digging in.
Do they see me chipping into it?
Strength checks. Or actually, make me athletics checks.
Wait, hold on. Do they see me dig it, like actually being able to chip into it, or do they just see like that I'm trying to do something?
They can see it. It's curved. You know, they can look down at you.
Damn, I was gonna be like, nope, doesn't work, and fly up. Pride. Strength checks, you said?
Athletics.
Athletic. You want to do strength? Hey, buddy.
That's the same thing.
Same, yeah, it's the exact same roll.
Okay.
It's not acrobatics. Alright. Not great. You get like a little nugget chipped off.
Well, your tools work. Here. Oh, Sir Olkin, I believe is what you said your name was.
That's your name?
Do you need more?
He will open his hand to receive it, to check to see if it's worth going back down for more.
I mean, I was gonna make an Arcana check on the glass bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone else wants to look at it, yeah, but and it was his tool, so he kind of wants to.
Go ahead.
He just wants to see it. Yeah.
I would like examine the nugget in his hand. Is this at normal or for Arcana?
Yep, Arcana. Normal.
Okay. That's a 16.
Man.
Not great, but not terrible.
Alright, with a 16. While inspecting it, before Alistair started walking away, you notice... you notice it emanates a little bit of magic. It seems to be, almost pulsing. Make me a perception check. All four of you that are over there. And Alistair as well.
Okay.
Before he walked over there.
Alright. Do I get any bonuses?
You can continue what you're doing, though.
Yeah. Do I get any bonuses on this roll because of my job or nah?
Yes. You get advantage for this because
Nice.
you're good at catching imperfections.
Damn.
I feel like we're about to die.
Let's go.
All right.
Dirty.
The rest of you have no fucking and don't notice it at all. But Olkin's keen eye with these things, you notice a black, almost smoky like thing start like, very quickly move through the nugget you have and change the color of it.
What color does it change to? Or
You notice it shimmer a soft blue. Kind of similar to the Ethereum down in the puddle below. Or the river below. So this isn't exactly magma, it's pure magic that does come from the core of the planet, but...
So magma, that is typically what we call it.
Yes.
So it's
If
magic
from the
magma.
core.
Magic magma. May not instantly kill you.
So
Well, I
if this
mean,
is from the deep core, I'd probably recognize it, right?
The
What it
deep
is?
core has a separate one.
Is it?
Because it is an underground, like, civilization and everything. Ethereum is very common. And it's, where the deep core is, it's green. It's green
Okay.
magma. But it's also
Uh,
magical. Not as powerful as Narikov, but it's close.
So is this like not as good as the stuff back home, but it's still pretty good or something?
It's probably better than at home.
Oh, this is better than what's at home.
I
Uh,
can't tell you much about it, but it does have residual magic, which, given the circumstances, I guess makes sense.
It's magic glass.
Oaken is scratching at his beard, which is the only part of his face that actually leaves the helmet. He's just like, is there any local lords who have claim over this area?
I mean, this is the Crystal Empire.
Any lords under her that hold this province, or is it all under her?
I would believe that this direct area would probably be under control of the Empress, seeing as though points up.
You don't
This
see
is the
anything.
Yes, we don't see anything, but it's above us. We
Yes.
came down.
Haseo
This-
alluded to actually knowing what happened here.
The Deadlands used to be the forests. The whole land was the Emperor's, now the Empress's.
Who said that?
Caesar.
Slowly crawls out of hood. Hi!
I just like to think
Oh.
he's just wrapped around my.
He just runs around your kimono, yes.
He will think for a moment and be like, if this is better than the stuff back at home, then this seems pretty valuable to him.
I mean,
So he's like,
better isn't really the way to look at it. It has different effects.
Different properties, but like
different properties.
magic-wise stronger.
Respectfully.
Would this chunk I have be enough for like crafting purposes, or would I need more?
Small crafting, yes. You need a
would
large
like-
chunk to be able to craft like a weapon or something.
I
But you
would
can
like
craft
to try
like small
something.
jewelry and things from it.
I would like to try something if nobody in this party objects.
What are you gonna do?
I would like to take the piece of glass and channel a cantrip through it, pointing it in the opposite direction. So in a safe direction, like
At Nippers.
no, like this way.
Let's not hit
or-
the tree.
Those are decayed and magic circuited rotting crystalline trees.
Essentially, I'd like to just channel and fire a cantrip through the glass, not avoiding hitting the pool, this
Just aim
or the
up.
cart.
Just aim
That
up.
would be
Hit the
firing
wall.
it towards the city.
Hit the mountain.
It would dissipate before it hits the city.
Yes.
Just gonna fire in the
Hopefully.
air?
In a safe, I'm specifying in a safe direction. I would like to fire. I would like to channel firebolt through the glass
Okay, it goes 120 feet.
in a safe direction.
In a safe direction.
If you could just fire it straight across, it will just fizzle out before he hits anything.
Okay. I channel firebolt through the glass.
Okay, roll me a d100.
Oh no!
I fucking knew it.
Hey, that's pretty good. I think.
The crystal explodes.
Okay.
Firebolt goes through though.
Nice.
Well,
Ah.
I guess we need to grab it a little bit more. So he's going to turn around.
It's my theory.
And are you taking damage right now?
1d, or you take 4 piercing damage to your hand.
Alright.
Oaken. Sir Oaken, you said
He's gonna pull out some pinions and shit, and knock him into the ground, tie a rope to it so that he can get up and down easier.
Here, just give me the chisel.
No, I've got it. Trust me. Got enough strength in these arms.
No, and it begins flying. Just, I got this. Give me the chisel.
He is ignoring you and climbing down the rope.
I don't think you're strong as you might believe.
Strong enough?
He has a rope.
But actually mining out the crystal.
So, with that, I will allow you to have advantage on your acrobatics or athletics checks on climbing down.
Up on the other hand.
All right, let's see what we can get going here. So, you said athletics, right?
Yep.
Funny enough, not the one I have.
Oh,
you said advantage, and I'm rolling them anyway. Athletics. There we go. Hopefully, please.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there we go.
Tirsheal, make me a medicine check.
Sure.
God, he's got Ethereum poisoning.
You
15.
didn't notice it at first, but you're missing a finger.
Goddamn.
It'll grow back.
This is fine.
All right, Oaken wants to get a bit of a bigger piece here. What do I roll?
Yeah. Because it's not like a whole limb, it'll grow back in a few hours. Right.
So I wouldn't recommend using this for, well, quite frankly, anything that would channel magic.
Or you could wait for somebody to attempt to stabilize it, and I don't know, maybe craft something out of it.
I don't know if that's possible, to be quite honest.
I'm wearing armor made out of stuff, the exact same stuff from the deep core.
You know, I don't think you're safe to be going down
You
there.
can, you have tools, correct? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You can
I
roll
got
them
my tools
with,
back.
yeah, you can roll them strength. Oh, Tirsheal, roll me an Arcana check. Also, anyone else that was around looking at or that watched Tirsheal fire off his thing, if you want to make Arcana checks as well, you guys can as well, to see if you can understand what just fucking happened.
Why not?
Do I have advantage on the strength check or no?
I'm sure this will end just as well as I anticipated it to be.
But you only have advantage to
God
climb down.
damn.
Oh, alright, that's fun.
Okay. But what's the strength saving throw for?
Did you say roll strength?
No. Arcana.
Arcana for
No.
those-
I'm hammering at the
Oh,
stone.
no. Roll with your tools. You have, like...
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I still nat 1, right?
No.
I
you
healed
rolled the
Herschel
wrong
for
thing.
six points of
taking the-
HP.
No,
Try to see
I'm
that.
trying to remember. You just gain proficiency, or do you gain, like...
Yeah, I'm proficient. That's part of being a forge cleric, is you get proficiency with a smithing kit.
Yeah, so you roll the tools with proficiency and whatever modifiers the tools use.
Yeah. Which is your strength.
So you'd be rolling what, a +6.
And you can roll them from your, like, in your inventory, from the smith tools in your inventory. You can actually roll them from there.
There you go.
Yeah, I just had to equip them. That's why I didn't see it. They weren't equipped, and I didn't realize that was
Oh.
required.
Oops.
My rolls today, what is going on?
Yeah, a lot of our rolls are not the greatest today.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go through this one by one. Moxie, you believe the only reason that exploded in Tirsheal's hand is because it was too small, and despite it being small, it was already filled with energy and just couldn't contain it. Too small to be a casting focus and wasn't refined enough.
Yeah, okay, I got you. I'm not gonna say anything.
No, the 12.
but no.
A little better than the last time. Is it better than last time?
I think the original was a 14.
Oh, just the same.
Also, was he supposed to roll it at advantage?
No,
Or
that's
was
only
that
for
the-
when climbing up and down.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what I was making sure.
Yeah, unless it's like a proficiency thing. But I'm not a miner, I'm a crafter, so it wouldn't make sense if I had advantage.
I returned.
Welcome back.
I was wondering if you had like advantage of some kind because of something. Well, that's okay.
Sir,
No, I had proficiency. That's what it feeds.
Sir Oaken, I think it'd be best if you let me do this if you require a bigger piece.
You get like roughly the same size pieces Alistair did. This stuff is very tough. Despite it looking like glass, it is strong.
Can I attempt to like use the adamantine like bits of my armor to like scrape it to create like weak points while I chisel? You know, with like glass cutting, where you can cut pieces of it and you can just like knock on it and it shatters in a more refined shape.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow that. Make me a wisdom check.
Nice. Wisdom. There's the rolls.
There we go. You carve out the right area you're gonna chisel, and then you start chiseling that. As you use a bit of your clawing there in a very, very perfect way. Okay, I'll allow advantage with your tools.
Nice. All right. Not much longer, I promise.
I'm just standing there right next to you.
Big sippy from flask.
Yo,
Wow,
nat 20.
Duality.
There it is,
right
nat
there.
20.
Nat 20 and
The
a nat
true
1.
duality of man.
Duality.
The gods themselves.
The duality of man.
Alright.
Indeed.
You, Haseo, you watch this marvelous, like, ingenuity. You see him, like, realizing how tough it is, using his own glove to, like, carve out, like, the chunk he needs. And you watch him put his chisel in the right spot, aim it, hold up his hammer, hit once, and it just fall into his hand.
Oh.
And, alright.
He'll look to himself happily, put it into his pack, and say, "We're ready now." And he starts to move to the rope.
Alright. Before Haseo leaves the crater, he just wants to make one last perception check of this.
Are y'all done pussyfooting around?
Yep. Yes, very happy. Alright, so do I just put like large chunk and small chunk of... I don't know,
Oh,
can
no,
you
the
type
small
the name of
chunk.
it?
Blooded.
When you're holding it, it's actually kind of light. Surprisingly. Strong, like you tap it and it feels very hard and sturdy. It has a shimmer to it every once in a while. But you get a stock of Aetherium glass. There you go.
I'm just
Nice.
doing one last perception check of the crater.
Mm-hmm. Ah, that's what the 18 was. You perfectly get yourself back up and take your pin and rope. Haseo, you're making a perception check of the crater?
Yeah.
You see something floating in the Aetherium.
I walk down to it.
It's like in the middle.
I'm
It seems to be still floating a bit. It looks rounded.
Oh god, is it his gourd?
No, I think it's the thing we knocked in there.
What's down here, Nikki?
Big monster.
You see this sort of round thing, and you poke it, and it floats. More of it kind of floats up, and you see part of the front of a skull.
Oh. The fuck? What was Uncle's
It looks,
executioner doing?
but also, you see bits and shards of. You actually do find a piece of your uncle's gourd in this, and also the skull of an old creature that was killed here. Apparently, fell in this.
Oh my. Has the skull been changed in some way, or what's going on with it?
It's veiny. Like it has like blue veins all the way through it.
I'm gonna pick up the gourd shard and the skull, and I just walk back up.
Okay.
Pretty strong.
How big is the skull?
Good question.
Well, Haseo carrying it is no problem. He does have like 18 strength, but it is
19.
bigger than him. He like picks up the skull, and it's like
Like it. Okay, if we had to use, say, furniture as a reference,
It is
it like
bigger
the
than
size
him.
of a table?
more
So like.
like the size of a
table-
couch,
Oh.
and it's like the
I just-
top part. The bottom jaw is missing.
Do I need to make a athletics check, or?
No, you have high enough strength that should be no problem.
Oh, hello, Alistair.
Haseo,
Yes.
what is that?
Apparently whatever my uncle's executioner killed.
Do we need it?
It's a trophy. Also,
Trophy for not your battle.
it's for the family.
It doesn't belong to your family.
It was my uncle's executioner. I'm taking it for the family.
If anything, it should go to Moxie.
Probably.
If we're going off of that proxy.
There, add it to your
In the
inventory.
cart.
You've added it to my inventory.
We add it to the wagon inventory.
Nope, it's in
hanging
my
off the back of the
Oh
cart.
yeah, you know what? Good idea.
My Aetherium skull.
We hang
It's a
it
good
off
thing.
the back of the cart, and then we present it as a gift to the Empress when we get back.
It's very magical.
Look, it would go great above the throne. She'll
Yes,
love it.
Alistair.
Am I the only one that knows how to drive a cart?
You think I'm good with animals?
No.
I'm too tall to fit in the bag.
Just lay sideways. Oh,
People again.
Who are you people again? Oh no.
Just stick your feet out the front, to the right. Oh,
The
where
horse
did this horse come from?
The Beyblade horse.
Beyblade, let him.
I could do that too. You're not special, horse.
Oh, actually, yeah, I'm gonna attach it to the horse.
Do a flip.
That way. Oh. There. Now the wagon's attached to the horse.
Ah, no. Ah!
Attached to the wagon.
There you go. Now you're attached. Hey, you make yourselves hop forward, continuing seeing the dead trees along your way, hitting up with the trail forward.
Oaken's literally just gonna be spending the entire ride now just inspecting this piece of glass.
I'm actually going to need
Always.
you, my friend, my wonderful friend who is driving the cart, to make me checks here in a second. The road
just
ahead
the
is
old man.
dangerous.
Oh, goody.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Oh, fuck.
Danger,
Yeah.
danger, danger.
Close
Oh,
clips.
sideways.
Old
Oh,
Whitey's
this
just gonna
could
be
be
an
good.
old man mumbling.
Not to alarm anyone, but make sure your stuff is secured and enjoy the ride. We're coming up on some turbulence.
Is Jeremy safe back there?
Shut the fuck up.
No. The skull.
You've named the skull.
His name is Jeremy.
Alright, fine.
Also, you guys can all access the wagon.
I turn around. Where's Moxie?
Oh, wait.
Is a puddle.
I think they're a plasmoid.
Who
Neat.
left this puddle here?
Okay, I will need animal handling checks.
Does she taste like blue raspberry?
She tastes like blue.
Right.
What do you mean by that?
I'll figure that out later. Don't worry.
Ah! Animal handling? Well, it's a good thing I'm proficient in animal handling for no
Yeah.
fucking reason.
Yeah, Mr. Zero Wisdom, but proficient in animal handling.
Yeah!
Oh no.
Guys, the
Really?
horse doesn't like me.
let the cleric on the.
Okay.
He is. The cleric doesn't want to get up there. He's got a cool little piece of glass he's staring
What do you
at.
want from that?
As you
Ruler,
move
too?
forward, all of a sudden you start losing control. Jesus.
Heal.
I'm gonna need you to make another animal handling check.
Alright, let me see. Do I have anything in my spell book here?
Awfully bumpy ride.
Oh, wait. Do I only have 2 cantrips as a
No,
cleric?
it's okay. It's okay.
You
More.
managed to stop the horse from barreling off the edge just
Ah.
in time. And you stop the horse for a second. This is a scary road.
I stop the horse and I fly next to it. Look, buddy. I
Listen
know.
here, you little.
Look, buddy, pal. You're a great horse. You're a noble steed. You're amazing. You've got this, okay? You know better than I do that the rest of these people, if they fall, they die. You fall, you die. You've got this. Nothing will happen to me. I will live. I will be okay.
I didn't know he was. I
Oh
didn't know
my
he was
God.
this far gone.
Look, you fuck with me again, I'll just pull the cart.
Oh, will you now?
Do you know magic? Are you a druid?
I'm a druid. That's not true.
Bold-faced lie.
Alright, let's try this
actually-
again.
I have
All
an
right.
idea.
You steady
Uh-oh.
the cart, aim it
Hold
on the
on,
right
hold on.
track. Okay.
Nikki,
Yes.
I
Tirsheal
have an
has an
idea.
idea.
Yeah.
I have a
Results.
quarterstaff, which is like a 3 to 4 foot long stick, right?
I also
Yeah.
have stick.
Can I take a piece of string and a nice tasty vegetable and hold it in front of the horse to edge it on this side of the road and not the cliff side of the road while he steers?
Carrot on a stick. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
You know, you could also spook the horse.
Yes, that could scare the horse. Please don't do that.
Have you?
I see what you're planning.
I
Look, if the cart goes over the edge, I have an immovable rod for a reason.
I've been around real horses. They scare so easily.
But it
I
is
used to
nice-
Okay, I used to put horseshoes on horses.
Yes.
I don't have a rib.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, they forget you're doing shit to them while you're doing
Yeah,
it
and
to
then they
them.
turn around and they see that you're putting, like, you're hammering something into their hoof, and they're like, "Oh, you used to have a jaw."
I'm
Right.
dying.
They like seriously don't have object permanence. It's hilarious.
That's why I'm saying float the nice tasty vegetable in front of the horse so that it has object permanence.
I am going. How do you handle two players wanting to do opposing actions, Nikki?
If the party tells him it's a bad idea, he'll listen. But like,
It's a bad idea.
I mean, as far as a skill check, shouldn't they take the worst roll?
Seems like a great idea to me.
oh my god.
You know what? I'm drinking. Give me a second.
There it begins. Look, I got a toy and I can survive a good fall. I'm over here just enjoying myself.
Me
I
just
have
ready
an
to walk
immovable
out.
rod. Okay, look, a quaddle, man, my homeboy.
I don't know what any of those past a quaddle mean.
Okay, I have something called an immovable rod. If we start to go over the edge, I will activate it, stopping the cart dead in its tracks.
You know that's not how it works.
That's exactly how it works,
I'm,
dumbass.
It's not connected to the car.
This is why you're a fallen noble.
I'm pretty sure that's not. I'm pretty sure he's right. That's not how that works at all.
I mean, as long as he's got it at a
Ooh.
decent focal point on the cart, it shouldn't shatter the cart.
What would
This
most
is why your
likely
mama
hap-
dead.
What would most likely happen is when you activate it, it will tear through the canopy. Yeah, the canopy. The canopy of
What?
the car.
I'm sitting in the front. There's
Then there's no way it would catch.
No. As long as he's got it against the center of mass of the cart,
Like the wheel.
when he activates it, it should be able to
Wheel?
hold the additional pressure. And if nothing else, it'll damage the cart and stop us from careening into the pit. So,
You know what? Never mind. If it starts to go into the pit, I'll just let it go into the pit. I won't try and stop it this time.
Holy shit.
People said I was
Maybe
crazy.
someone else should drive.
Maybe you should stop. You know what? I will turn this cart around.
Executioner, we will not turn this cart around.
All right, we move forward.
Fuck.
Very well then.
Respect authority.
I just realized you guys should be able to see the map. Sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah, I literally saw nothing for the longest time.
Wait, hold on. Haseo, can you check the rear wheel really quick? Just like lean your head out and check it really quick. I just want to make sure because we were drifting to the right.
Stressfully plays flute.
Yeah, just watch the
Sounds
wheels for
one
me
of
real
those
quick.
Terrible recorder covers of famous song. It's like Final Countdown, but it's like.
Haseo, check the wheel.
How about instead of that, Executioner, you go check the wheel.
Are you serious?
Yes. All right, Oaken, take the reins. You're better at this.
He'll kind of just
I
look at you.
immediately put the immovable rod into the wheel. And I press the button on it. We're not going anywhere. Yeah, I see what the
You
problem
realize
is
you're
with the-
whispering this as he's right next to you on the other side of a cloth canopy.
No,
I
I
know.
didn't mean to press T.
I know.
And just to inform you, no, he is not. I am not better than him. We have the same bonus because he has
You
animal
have a-
handling, and I only have a +3, so we have the same bonus.
You have a +4. He has
Ah.
a +3.
Hold
Oh,
on,
do I have
there was a branch. There was a branch of the
Oh, I
wheel.
do
It
have
was
an
kind of
18, never
making
mind.
us drift. Sorry, everybody.
I mean,
You are actually. Hold on. He has proficiency. If Oaken and I switch places, Oaken can do it, and you can give him advantage.
Yes.
Yeah, move.
Yeah, move.
okay. All right, Oaken will come up.
Get in
Still
the back,
staring at the rock.
wet. Get in the back, wet. When you sit down,
Hold on.
Oaken, the seat's kind of wet.
Damn.
Slightly.
Well, I
moist.
can't feel it because I'm in metal armor.
Oh yeah.
It makes a squeak.
You're
Uh,
just a pressure cooker at this
Huh.
point because we're in the.
Do you want to take the
Actually,
reins?
When,
No.
If it being wood and it being wet, your armor would
Okay.
indent it very easily.
He is
Here we
aware.
go, boys! Hell yeah!
All
You have
right.
advantage, by the way. I'm giving you advantage.
Other way around. He is proficient. You are not. If you do the roll, he can give you advantage.
Oh, I thought both parties had to. Well, I guess,
No.
yeah.
Yeah, Oaken
Nah,
can
he's-
roll with advantage, or just make
Alright.
He's
zero.
looking at a rock.
He's like doing his best to like shift between controlling the horse and looking at the rock, and he's not happy.
I'll just do it.
I got it. He's throwing him. Wow, look at that. So good. So great. So happy we took this from Alistair. I'm so happy I have to do this instead of looking at my goddamn rock.
You should have. I did.
Hey. That's a little better. You guys continue forward. I'll need.
He's not saying
Another
saying
roll.
this to you. He's literally looking behind him at the fucking goober in the back seat while he's
All
saying
right.
this.
Animal handling.
Lovely
just
dog.
look at your rock. I'll handle this.
He'll hand you the reins.
Animal style.
I swear to
What?
God.
Come on. Eat those.
Animal
words.
style.
Eat the
double.
words.
Yeah, I rolled 3 17s in a row.
Okay.
He is enjoying staring at his rock.
Oh, Alistair, you don't need to roll, but that's okay.
No. What's
No,
happening?
I'm the
is
one
he's giving
driving now.
me-
He gave me back the reins.
Oh, he gave you back the reins, okay.
Yeah, so he can focus on the rock because I want him to focus on that just in case we can use it for something.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. No,
Makes-
Oaken's just inspecting it, and then like the
Right.
best way he can think
You
to
guys
process
handle
it.
it pretty well, and you guys continue forward up the trail. Make
I'll
me
keep it.
perception checks.
I was just about to ask to do that.
Oh.
The two out front or everybody.
You know what? I don't think I will.
I will have disadvantage because I'm not really trying.
What the Why am I only rolling 14?
Let's go.
No.
All right, let's see. How do we roll this time around? Yeah, all right.
Almost a crit.
Well, he disadvantaged himself.
He's too busy looking at the rock.
So unfortunate.
Is it a rock?
It's not a rock, it's a boulder.
Oh god.
It's a rock, isn't it?
Not a boulder. It's a rock.
Okay. Well, nearly last second, and it makes me some, Wow.
Oh no, the gift's facing the wrong way.
There we go.
It's fine.
It's
It's fine. We're out of
Fine.
range. Fine, we're out of range.
Oh, no.
No, we're
No, you're
not.
not. As a landslide starts, coming down, some rocks start tumbling down from the mountain. I need you to make me animal handling. Thank you. I need you to make me 2. Touches them with
Take
guidance.
You're like, alright, I'm gonna help you this time.
What the fuck? Stop rolling 14s.
You're gonna get to add a D4. Let's go 18.
Hey, with that, you guys managed to just weave and dodge out of the way of the falling rocks. Just
Bumpy
barely.
road.
Just barely
By
getting
the
out of the
Empress.
way.
Caesar! No!
Hey, are you guys okay?
The cart starts to tip to
Oh.
one side.
Hey, which side?
The left side.
Wait, we have
There's
a
a-
giant metal man.
Yeah, Oaken will purposely shift his weight to the other side, knowing he's probably the heaviest here.
Well, you
Thank
and
you,
one
Iron Man.
person are on one side. The rest of the people are on the other side of the cart. I'm just saying.
We have-
Yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna fly.
leading. He's leading.
Oh, he's
yeah.
leading?
Yeah.
I'm also gonna fly up. I'm just gonna fly up.
You don't weigh that much, though.
I weigh 140 pounds plus all of my gear.
I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
still considerable for a cart.
I probably weigh more.
Moxie
did-
moves to the or slithers to the other side. The cart
Considering
will
the-
fix itself.
Old Whitey and Tirsheal, I probably weigh more than them with my armor on.
You probably do way more than me.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to land on you.
So you continue forward and make me one less animal handling check.
Ulkin maybe.
Don't worry, you're not the first small dainty man to land in my lap.
Guys, did you hear that? This is the last check. You know what that means.
You're gonna fail miserably, and this is gonna be hilarious.
You had to call it too.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
it's
and you
fun.
can roll with guidance again, by the way. I'll touch you again.
Give him a little touchy.
Touchy touch.
Alright. You succeed and continue forward, just barely escaping this very small crossing. Why do they make it so dangerous to come through here? Oh, wait. Well, if it's dangerous for everyone, it's also dangerous for the enemies. Alright. As you guys...
So, I'd like to think as we're exiting this canyon, so like, what if we just dug a secret tunnel alongside this road, and we only tell people from the Crystal Empire about it, so that the stupid people that try to go through this path die?
Because of traitors.
Alright.
And because if you
The fuck you looking
tell
at
an
me?
entire nation that, hey, there's a secret tunnel. I'm doing Sinclair voice. I don't know why. if you tell an entire nation about your secret tunnel, it's not gonna stay secret very long.
I mean,
As
It's
a
actually-
Duragar, trust me, secret tunnels don't work when everybody uses them.
I thought you were drinking, not smoking.
I
Alright.
mean, wouldn't it be
Hmm.
safer to have a tunnel parallel to the path that citizens use so that they don't die, and then the people you don't want to be alive use this one instead?
Well, then the wildlife starts to use the
Yeah.
tunnel.
That's
I
why you
mean-
put people in the tunnel to keep them out.
But if you want them out, why would they not fight for the tunnel then?
Oh boy, what the fuck is this over here?
More of them crystal trees.
More of the trees.
Oh,
Whatever
We
the hell
got
you're
the
drinking,
funnies.
can I have a little sip?
So,
it's not water.
day... Oh, I should probably configure this map a little bit.
Just a little sip?
Yeah, we got vision range again. Oh,
You can see the map, but you just won't be able to see past your vision.
Yeah.
Oh, Old Whitey just can't see anything. Here, I'm gonna give you a torch.
Yeah, because I think I have superior dark vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see really far. All right, so my wonderful friends, I have some good news and some unfortunate news coming up. The good news is you guys managed to get through that trail very easily and very nicely. But the trail ahead, the dangers of the Deadlands, is mostly the environment that comes ahead. I will have you now all make me wisdom saving throws.
Ah, hell yeah.
Hey,
there goes Alistair.
hey guys. Hey, hey guys.
Hey, how's it going, bud?
Well, at least I
I'm
saved
driving
right next
the
to
cart.
you. I'm right next to you, so I saved, hopefully.
I'm still
Oh,
loading.
hold
in
on.
PNCs.
Let's do a wisdom save for Nippers.
And if it's been a few days, I probably already marked up the
Nippers
crystal
eat shit.
and then put it away.
So far it's been quite a few hours through the journey through the mountain trail and leaving the district and everything. And
There we go.
you guys will travel
missing
for
a-
another hour longer before you guys go for a
Missing
rest.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, sorry, was still loading. It was stuck at like 98 for a while.
Oh.
No, no, you didn't. Nope, you don't see it. You don't see it. Look, you don't see it.
Doesn't see the
Okay.
nat one.
Okay.
You don't see it. Nope.
This is so funny that Old Whitey also failed too. So
This
did
makes sense
Caesar.
if Old Whitey failed.
So,
Wait, Caesar failed?
No one. No
Caesar
one's gonna
failed
know
as
that
well.
Old Whitey failed, though.
This is normal for Old Whitey.
DC 16
Oh,
for at least this area. There are some areas that are way higher DCs. If you're a Deadlands human, you have advantage. I don't think anyone's a human.
Unfortunate that
Oh,
the
I
only
do-
human is from a different place.
I do have
This is
magic resistance.
illusions. This is magical in nature.
Oh.
You succeeded anyways. This is magical in nature, and it is illusions. If you have resistances to illusions or confusions or hallucinogenic-esque stuff, because this is what happens to the people who fail. You see things around you, things that don't exist. Alistair, you see everybody you have killed in your entire life just walking around.
Are they
Good.
staring at him directly?
Yes, they don't have faces. They're
Good.
just what they were wearing.
Ahem. Good.
Piss off.
Old
ghosts.
Whitey. Everyone around you looks like your grandchildren.
He has grandchildren.
Or
Good thing
Sadly
Old
not
Whitey's
there.
not even here.
is he here? No? I don't know. If he
His
would have
token says
kids,
AFK.
maybe. Or his nieces, nephews, anything. Family members. Oh,
It is almost 9:45.
okay. I can get, I will wrap it up then. As you get deeper into the Deadlands, the sands start getting dangerous and start adding hallucinations everywhere. Things that are not there. But some people are able to resist the temptations it gives. Nippers, starts eating Tirsheal slag.
No, Nippers, stop that.
Chicken!
I fucking whack him with the quarterstaff.
I can imagine
knock
I
him
just
out.
see Alistair. Imagine I could just see Alistair's irises expanding and like, need me to take the reins? Can't hear your radio.
No, I'm getting fired up.
All right.
Yep.
The
I guess a
horse
shrug.
isn't there anymore. It's replaced with goo. Just a blob.
Sweet.
What the
The
hell?
Hey, wait, as
ground
far as
around you
Alice-
starts falling in, as if suddenly you're in quicksand. You gotta get everyone out. Make me an animal handling check, please, with a disadvantage.
As a slime, I take offense to that.
All right. Alistair just in a random direction.
We're going
This
this way.
Alistair,
this
you
attack was
think
supposed to
you
be-
guys are in danger. You're trying to get everyone out of this quicksand. Everything's like trying to, it's starting to cave in around you all, and you're just going as fast as you can. Oaken, you're seeing him just fucking wildly go as fast as possible in a random direction with the horse, and everyone can feel the inertia. Old Whitey, you
Oh,
here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can we all see him panicking?
I guess
The
it depends on our
goo.
hallucination.
Moxie starts melting in front of you. Haseo looks
Normal.
even more like looks like a demon.
What's new?
He looks like a very large bulk demon with massive horns and almost towering over you. The raptor looks like it has like 20 eyes. It's trying to like move towards you and eat you. And Moxie's melting. This is what you see, Whitey.
When can I make my second wisdom check?
Damn,
Uh,
damn dementia.
in
What
a
the fuck?
moment.
I was gonna ask if we can
Yeah.
all see Alistair panicking.
Oh yeah,
No, I have my hood up.
No, you can
There's no way you
feel
can-
it. you
I'd like
feel
to
the
cast
inertia.
I'd like to cast Hold Person on him.
Wisdom saving throw.
Just. I look at Oaken, prepare to take
My
the
boy,
reins.
I'm still controlling the horse.
Yes, that's why.
Yeah, I'm right
telling
next to you. Don't worry,
to
Oaken
take the
noticed.
reins.
Oaken's noticed. Yeah, I'm ready for
I
it.
put my hand on your back and I cast.
Nope.
Nope.
Christ.
Well, shit, that didn't work.
As soon as I feel that, I stop the cart and whip around with my scythe to your throat.
Executioner, stop.
You dare cast
Yeah,
a
you-
spell on me.
Executioner,
Well, you're
lower your
panicking.
blade.
Yeah,
You're going to
panicking.
sanction treason.
Well, you're obviously not in your right mind. Lower your blade.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're like 30 yards off of the path, and you almost ran us into trees multiple times. I don't know what the hell's going on your end, but to us, you're panicking and acting erratic.
I'll take my blade away, but I will still draw a little bit of blood.
What? You just.
I know I
mean,
misspelled it. Don't get at me.
You watch as his flesh just kind of
Slowly
sits there
seals
for
itself for a
second and
moment.
seals. There's
That's a dangerous
no mark
thought
that you
to
even
give
made
him.
a cut.
You also notice, like, the finger he was missing earlier is already back. Was it gone? Yeah, you're back to normal now, but I will need new wisdom saving throws.
Hell yeah. I love
If
wisdom
this is
saving throws.
This one is
Illusions,
with
then I am
advantage this time.
Oh, I'll just roll that normal again.
Is this
Oh,
only
with
for people
advantage.
who had failed, or is this everybody?
I think I'm
Everybody.
fine.
This is everybody.
I don't think I need to reroll. That's kind of what I need.
That's what I was looking for! That right there is what I was looking
Jesus
for!
Christ!
Question: is this an illusion, or actually, never mind. It doesn't matter because I only have resistance. Never mind.
Moxie, roll one more time.
Hold on, did
Same.
Haseo
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 failed.
didn't roll with advantage.
Yeah, they
He
did.
didn't roll with advantage.
Yes,
Oh, you're-
Haseo did.
Oh.
They just
I
rolled
am
a
not
4 and a
level-
5.
I'm not level 7 yet. I don't get the buff from charisma, or I don't get proficient.
With this, you all,
Most of us.
most of you, unfortunately, Moxie and Haseo are now suffering from the same effects. These sands are very dangerous. Perhaps it is time to make camp. There are things moving in the shadows around you. It is dark.
Well, if we're gonna stop here, hold on. I think I have. I think I transferred the right spell for this. And for the first fucking time in any of Nikki's games, I will take the time, if we are setting up camp, to ritually cast Liamon's tiny hut.
Oh my god.
You look,
Kind
and
of.
there is a safe bubble that you can all hide inside. I actually have a question. Do any of you have alarm?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. What are you guys gonna do with the cart?
Just keep it right next to the
I'm
bubble.
gonna stay up and watch.
Yeah, we're gonna still have watches.
Oh yeah, I know.
I mean,
I'm just wondering where you're putting it. That's all.
I could place a snow fort around the cart.
Right next, we have the cart right next to the tree and
Okay.
the bubble. Bit more diagonal, bit more, no, other way. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get
what's
it.
going on?
Okay. So,
Haseo.
alright. I think this is where we'll end session now. Because Soviet needs to go get ready, and that would be time for this session.
I think also King works the
Yeah.
same schedule I do.
We
Yeah.
work similar schedules, so we both gotta basically get ready and skedaddle.
Alright, sounds good.
Pretty much.
Thank you all
I
for
prepare
joining
Alright.
us for the first session of For the Crystal Empire. As these folks will travel and continue traveling through the Deadlands. It is dangerous, but hopefully you'll find your way.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Thank you all. Huggies. Thank you all for the follows, the subscriptions, all of it. I really appreciate it, and love you all. Stay awesome. Bye.